Parsons was going to be able to rush the passer as well as he did. You're the only person I've ever seen to ever say that Micah Parsons could be a put his hand down guy. So I need that question answered.
The OC.
And Boss show me. Oh man, Dallas, you so close. You so close. One hump move can make Dallas instant contenders. I'm gonna stay on this. Y'all think I'm gonna stop? Shit.
Like, we must have got a guard. That's the only thing that would have made him do that. That's it.
He know.
He know. Cause he been watching Twitter, man.
See, I'ma show y'all, man. I'ma show y'all. When I do content, I do it to win. That's my aim. I'ma show you. It's all about winning. Let's go.
My reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live.
Boss, show me.
I will. Shout out to my girl Star. She energized this show. She didn't know it, but she did. Especially you got Jerry out there talking about helping Dak. Well, help Dak.
Shot it. Fight for. See, that's how to go out. Don't go out, just sit back. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take Matthew Golden. No, fight for. You wanted physical. You said you wanted physical. Fight for it.
Cause Jerry is on the streets again talking. If you talking about the trade can help Dak, help him. Help him.
Oh my God.
Somebody else said
It is.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Pulse, they take that chain off, boy, you're blinding me. All day my phone ringing, bling, bling, bling. You can see my earrings from a mile, bling. I be that nigga with the ice on me. If it costs less than 20, it don't look right on me.
This particular stream is brought to you by Sleeper app. With the Sleeper app, you can make you some moolah. You can make you some moolah. Go for a Hail Mary on Sleeper picks and win up to 100 times your money. But you better use their promo code BCS. And Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100 instantly. What's up? What's up, executives, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So my girl Star, she energized this because, you know, I really do content because my whole desire and aim, and it's always been to influence and push ideas that can bring us closer to a championship. Now, when I'm doing that, I'm gonna have some conflict because you're going to sometimes run into people that have different aims and different ambitions, different goals. So, you know, there are certain fans, their goal is really not the championship. It's certain content creators, their goal is really not the championship. Some people want a job, right? So they want to work, you know, and it can make you kind of compromise. Some fans want to feel good. So if you just want to feel good, we're not going to see the Cowboys under the same lens, because I'm not in this to feel good. I'm in this to win it all. So, you're gonna see me a lot of times very aggressive on ideas. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. And this is what I said today. My boy Law liked it on what I said, because this is really who I am. This is who I always been, and this is always what I've been doing since I've been basically doing any type of content, whether I was writing my thoughts on Facebook, where I was discovered by West Coast, putting my ideas into Facebook groups where I know who influential people was. It was always the same desire. I've never changed the goal. I say entertainment not my priority, growth not my priority, money not my priority. Obviously you want those things, but that you got to know what's first. You got to know why you do what you do. Influencing and pressuring the best ideas for 6 is absolutely top priority and mission for my Cowboys content. You can't do that though without locking in on risk. And when I said that, I said, don't be Mario Winans as I work. You know, the song, I don't wanna know if you plan me, keep it on the... See, I'm gonna get that drop, because when I start coming across them types, I'm gonna just either send them this picture or I'm gonna play that drop. So when I start talking about things that's in the way of our championship, and I see that you getting uncomfortable because you want to feel good, I'm gonna just hit you with that drop. Like, yeah, we don't fit. And I'm okay with that. Now, talking about what's super important, and let me just tell y'all real quick before I start really getting into the content. I do this all the time, y'all. I always talk about this. This has always been one of my go-tos in terms of what has guided me to a lot of success and a lot of leadership and a lot of different ventures, is this book. This is one of the first books that truly helped sharpen my skills, by John Maxwell, Developing a Leader Within You. And remember, the definition that I totally agree with, most people have all kind of different definitions of leadership. He said, if you ask 10,000 people, you could probably get 10,000 different answers. That's why some people was like, Michael was walking in eating nachos. That wasn't leadership. He laid on a table. And it's fine that, you know, because people, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. That's fine. But the definition of leadership, I go with this, because the definition of leadership, according to John Maxwell, is influence. Nothing more, nothing less. So that's what I do. Okay. And that's what I'm going to always do. And that's what you see me doing. That's why you're going to see me collabing. It's because we're powerful together. We're strong together. We had a show today and we was going to talk about linebacker. It was going to be me, Okoye, Amp, Big Time, and Lou. And the reason why we was going to do that, because you have an offensive line perspective that goes against the linebackers. You had 3 people on the panel that played linebacker, so they going to give you a higher dimension. And we was going to stream it to all our channels, right? Now, the purpose of that is to get a bigger ripple in this conversation. We're trying to influence the results that we're going to show on the film. My big brother Henny in the building, one of the best content creators in the space. I say that very seriously. That's my dog too, good dude. So let me go back to this, and then we go get into the content. Start influenced me on this. She influenced this show. And the timing of the show is good. The timing is actually good. We got to make sure we got some soldiers. Hey, Hen, I need to get your energy up, bro. We need you heavy on RB1. I need you. You one of the best soldiers in the game. We need you and Landlord. I talked to DMV today. DMV is getting ready to be pushing out a lot of running back content. We basically got a window to be aggressive on this. And that window is before the trade deadline. So we can't get so caught up in covering the week to week opponents that we forget that we have a window that every week is closing. So we gotta some kind of way stay aggressive, like we did one tech. Me and my boy Henny. Henny went crazy on that one tech. That boy was a beast. Like when he got going on that thing, that dude didn't stop. He kept. So I need that times double for running back. Now, what was frustrating is you can see, and I just mean this, bro, and this go lead me into my content. My boy D.A. Lee go feel me on this too, for sure, because I know my brother D.A. Lee. It does frustrate me when I see the Eagles go out there and get people like Tanks Bigsby. It frustrates me because we out here doing campaigns, we doing hashtags, we fighting hard, we working hard. We've been loud about running back. It's always was something we was concerned about in terms of that committee. AJ has literally one little funky rib injury, and how it goes out there and get Philly tanked. They say, oh, he's hurt a little bit. He got a rib injury. Okay, let's go give him a running back. And I don't like to see a team that just beat us, a team that just won a Super Bowl, seeming to always be more aggressive than you. If that don't frustrate you, you honestly not a fit for what I do. So, because I'm trying to win a championship, bro, and I'm looking for people who willing to work, who willing to hashtag, who willing to make their voice strong. I'm not looking for no crybabies. No, I quit. I'm mad at the Cowboys. I understand being mad, but that cry shit ain't gonna do nothing. What are we gonna do about it? So, but Star influenced this show. I'm gonna show y'all what Star broke down, and then it's gonna lead me perfectly down into the rabbit hole of my content. All right, so here we go. Let me pull it up real quick. My big sister Star. So Star, here she go. So this is what Star, and Star, she go keep working. She's a shooter from the heart. She's always shooting. Yeah, let me hit that button for Star. So this is what Star said. Okay. She said Bijan, Taylor, Genty, and Kamara all in a bad or boom or bust category. Talking about from this chart. Cowboys should trade now while stock is low. I love Star. Woo! Me and Star supposed to be doing some work tomorrow. If it ain't gonna be tomorrow, it's gonna be Wednesday, man. Star is a grinder. I love Star. So she down for the cause. She stays down for the cause. She always working. She always keeping the Cowboys first. I love Star, right? So when I saw that, what was already stirring in me is I knew I was gonna have to continue this campaign, because you could see the potential of value people that we could potentially pick up. And once she said that, I knew I had to go get what I talked about in 2024, just to push it with her. Okay, so I'm gonna play some of that, and I'm gonna recruit some of y'all, because we need the army to get down with this. We need the army of executives to really try to help Dallas get over the hump and to get away from this passive bullshit that we own. So let me give you an example of passivity. So, almost every time, it's amazing. Almost every time any one of us are pushing to be better. Now we just saw the Eagles pick up a defensive end to help their rush after the game. They played us. So obviously, even though they won, they didn't feel confident. They still trying to improve. And they just picked up a running back. They are truly trying to improve. So as they're being aggressive, and when we put out ideas, right, to get better, you get, and I'm not knocking this person. I don't even know who this is. I'm just showing the mind state that we have. I would wait to waste draft capital at this point and see how Williams and Blue end up being. I just don't see Sanders being here long after getting chased down and fumbled on the same drive. Williams looked really good, and Blue definitely would have scored untouched. And so I said, I love Cowboy Nation because I don't want to be disrespectful to her thought or whoever this is. But we don't have to wait to already know that Blue is not Kamara or Taylor. Do we really got to wait on that, y'all? Do we have to wait to see? Did we really have to wait and see to know that receiver by committee wasn't going to work? Did we have to wait on that? Did we really have to wait on that? So I said trade for RB1 makes us better now. Wait and see makes us passive and honestly worse. It is not a waste of capital to get the ideal player. Let me say that again. You're not wasting no capital when you get the guy who fits what you're trying to do. So if we trying to get over the hump, what gets us over the hump? In my opinion, what gets us over the hump is what I literally talked about February 28, 2024. And I literally had a name for it. And I said the John Elway, Terrell Davis plan for Dak Prescott. Because if this is a show, I put the link in the description. Because basically I was almost like a prophet on her. But the problem was I was a prophet for the wrong team. And I was saying not just a back, not just like a Blue type of back or a Williams type of back, but go get that guy. If you go get that guy, that can put us over the hump, similar to what happened to John Elway. Because John Elway could not get over the hump until they put that strong running game behind him, and then they end up winning back to back. So I'm going to show a couple of clips. I'm going to talk about it. Maybe I'm going to take some calls. But I want to show some of what I said, not to brag, but to also say we're in that same position now as Star said. Okay, we are exactly now. Well, it's not as good as it was before. We was actually in a better position before we was, but it's similar enough. Okay, because Star hit on something. So hold on, let me play this, and then we go talk about it. I need somebody that can go from 0 to 100 like that. That doesn't need a bunch of attempts to be dangerous. Just meaning when you put the ball in their hand, they electric enough. So this from that show. Okay. Where I was saying basically to run the Elway plan with Dak. And remember, I was pushing for this when pushing for running backs was not popular, especially veteran running backs. See, we got to remember, this was 2024. These were the days where people were saying, man, you don't need to get Saquon. You can get us back like Saquon in the 3rd round. You don't need running back. You can get, yeah. Y'all don't remember how loud that was? So when I was talking about this, I was in the minority. A majority of people was all the way falling for the doctrine of undervaluing running backs. And at this time, like Star said, the stocks on all running backs was low. Saquon, people forgot, had a $5 million contract before Philly picked him up. Because people was looking at trends. They was saying, well, the trend says that if you get a running back at 27, they go downhill. So don't touch Saquon. And I was over here like, no, the best market. That boy Nashawn Wright got a pick 6. Good for him. I was saying the best market, because y'all know me, in the offseason, I don't just look at draft picks. I also look at the free agents. So when I'm working on the offseason, most people just focus on the draft. But your better content creators look at both, right? Because you have to know which group is offering the best opportunity. Like, for instance, this particular year in 2024, your better value would have been if you targeted the free agent backs, because they was actually better and they was inexpensive. The drafted backs actually didn't even do shit that year. Most of the most highly touted backs that year that everybody was crying over didn't do nothing. So let me keep playing this though, to make you pay. Well, with that one, that would be Saquon. But see, he not first because of his injury history to me. I can't make him. Now, he the most electric out of all of them. Shh. Don't you get stupid, bruh. See, the reason why I said don't you get stupid, because it was a lot of people that was outright being stupid on Saquon. Y'all remember this? Y'all don't remember? Boss, he has injuries, boss, he's older, boss, come on, man, let's just see what our young guys can do, boss. We don't have, let's go with Rico Dowdle, man. Let's go with Pollard. Y'all remember that? That's why I was like, don't be stupid. That dude still had juice. That's exactly why I said that. But I'm also tell you this. It's another guy that's sitting out there that we could potentially trade for that's right now Saquon-ish. And ain't nobody talking about it. It's one guy that we could potentially get that's sitting out there. I don't mean sitting out there, that if we was aggressive, go try to get him. Shh. Don't you get stupid, bruh. Don't you get dumb.
You want answers?
Oh, he's still the most electric out of every one of them.
You can't handle the truth.
Was I lying? Because this was the days, he injury prone, boss. Don't you play with me. Now, you talking about Dak being able to swing it out to a dude who can make somebody miss and still take it 60 yards? Does he do that? Is he doing what I just said with Philly? To a dude who can make somebody miss and still take it 60 yards? Was I lying? So basically I'm saying take him off that bullshit ass Giants team, put him on our Cowboys, and you go get us a whole different type of dude. Go take Kamara off that bullshit, take him out of New Orleans, that failed trash organization, and put him with the majesty of the Cowboys. You get you a whole different guy. Was I lying?
Who got the work ethic, broke all kind of Penn State records on power cleaning and bench press and ran a 4.3. Man, Saquon can lose 2 steps and he'll still run a 4.5.
Was not lying.
So don't you play with me.
Yeah. So what ended up happening is the John Elway plan that I had, this one, guess who ended up doing it? We know, because they won the Super Bowl from it. The plan that I wanted for Dak, Philly did for Hurts. Let me turn off the music and say that again. The plan that I wanted for Dak, Philly did for Hurts. And I'm going to say this about running back. As I'm trying to help Dak, and I'm thinking about my Terrell Davis plan. Who was I trying to help with this plan? Who was I trying? Boss, you're negative. See, what I don't like about you is you don't believe in the young guys, boss. See, we need to give, Pollard and Rico a chance. Why go outside of what we got, boss? Come on, boss. This about running back. As I'm trying to help Dak, and I'm thinking about my Terrell Davis plan. Trying to get that next level running game going. I'm talking about next level. Not this, but boss, we have Blue. But boss, we have Williams. Did the next level running game help Philly? Can y'all answer that? I really want y'all to answer that question. I really want y'all to answer that. This is why I know D.A. Lee loved this, because see, D.A. Lee, when he want a free agent, he don't aim low. This is what I know about D.A. Lee. He never aims low. He go always aim high. I've been watching D.A. Lee for years. He is never for these old passive. He don't even like Marshalls. I like Marshalls. D.A. Lee be like, boss, no, get that up. For real. Next level running game. Next level. I'm talking about dangerous. Trying to support your quarterback. Trying to take your quarterback to the next level. I'm talking about pure danger. I'm going to be honest, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That's why I always go black, because I do my own research and I don't follow the crowd. This running back draft class is not as good as the free agents.
Every time I come around, you steady bling bling.
Dallas, you need to get you some bling. And that wasn't popular to say, because what was everybody saying then? You can draft a running back, boss. You don't need to go get a Derrick Henry or a Saquon, boss. We can go with Blue. And and the reason why I said it the way I said it, I said I don't care what nobody say. The free agent class is better than the draft class. How did it play out? With Henry, Saquon, all the people that was undervalued. How did it end up playing out? Do my own research and I don't follow the crowd. This running back draft class is not as good as the free agents. When I look at it fundamentally and I look at the details, not the trends, the details, when I go look at the quality Because that's what people was talking about. Trends. If you go look at the trends, you can go get a running back in the third round. And you go look at the trends. It look like when they turn 27, they get injured. A short-term trend, y'all made a whole permanent doctrine on it. The stat nerds took a short-term injury trend of running backs and made a long-term doctrine out of it. That's what they did. That's exactly what they did. And you had to be independent enough to step out of the matrix and say, nah, bro, you don't turn down Saquon, bro. I'm sorry. Saquon is available. You don't do that shit, bro. Like, I hear y'all with that stat nerds bullshit. I hear you. But that's opposite common sense. That's Saquon. Realize this was a time where people was being like this on Saquon. When I go break down the opportunities and I look at the film and I look at the level of competition and I look at the work ethic and it's some opportunities out here. Going back to what Star said, it's some opportunities out here. If I wasn't lying then, y'all think I'm lying now? If I was telling the truth then, y'all don't think I'm telling the truth now? On Kamara, on Taylor, on being aggressive trying to go get Bijan. But boss, Bijan, he's never going to be traded, bro. You don't know what's going to happen, bro. You don't know what's going on in Atlanta. You don't know what their cap situation is. You don't have no idea. Passive ass Cowboy fans don't get nothing. Passive ass front office gets nothing. The people that's winning in it are aggressive. Bastard opportunities. And I talked about the bastard opportunities. And that's when I started bringing up in detail all the bastards that was sitting out there at that time. The ones that we held our nose to. The ones that we protected, Pollard and Rico. It's the same conversation, the same stuff y'all doing with Blue and Williams. It's the same stuff y'all did when Saquon was available. And them dudes was outright free agents. They was sitting available for months during this time. During this time, all those running backs was signed late. But then they went to them teams and balled, and the league caught up in 1 year and said, and they got all them dudes early. Dallas was the last team that was on that. We don't really need running backs. They still on that. I'm going to show. This is going back. This is going back to what Star said. Remember what Star said, right? And when I saw that from Star, I immediately, because I remembered I did a show on it, I was like, she right. When I saw Star say them stock prices low right now, and I looked at the evidence, right, I immediately went to work. And I tagged B Bird because I know he talked about getting them when the stock is low, getting them running backs when they undervalued. So when she said Cowboys should trade now while the stock is low. Now, and see, some of y'all gonna say, boss, he's capping, he's bragging. No. What I'm really trying to do is show you that we're in a similar type of opportunity now if we just get aggressive. Cause so many people doing technical analysis, they throwing away the whole baby and the bath water.
So they saying stuff like, from a technical, they look at the trend and they say, this is the trend. The trend is saying, oh, Sturt Ned, I hate stat nerds. The trend is saying that running backs fall off a cliff by the time they turn 27. So that means
that's what they were saying then. That's why they kept devaluing the veteran running backs. That's why at first people was like on Henry. They was holding their nose on Henry. They was holding their nose on Saquon. They was holding their nose on Swift. They was saying don't even give most backs a second contract. Stat nerd shit.
Turn 27. So fall off a cliff by the time they turn 27. So that means don't even look at certain running backs.
That's exactly what they were saying.
Don't even look at certain running backs.
And the market was doing that. The market made all them dudes wait. I'm going to tell you the truth. We could have got 2 running backs then. I don't know if y'all remember, but Pollard, his tag ended up being the highest amount. I know D.A. Lee remember that. Pollard at $10 million was higher than all them dudes. The only person that had a better contract than Pollard was Henry. Swift went for 5. Saquon went for 5. Running backs was at an all-time low. You could have literally got 2 premium, high-quality, low-tread running backs. And you could have signed them for a long-term deal if you had the foresight. If you had the foresight to say, I'm not going with that stat nerd doctrine. I'm going to go with the value of these players and the fact that they are much better than this draft class. When I look at them fundamentally, if I go look under the hood of Saquon and I remember that he was breaking records at Penn State, he was a leader with the New York Jets. He had world-class speed, breakaway speed, super top-notch agility. He just went through a couple of injuries. So what you do with backs like that, you get him and you get another back for insurance because they was all cheap. To Starr's point with the stocks.
You lazy technical nerd!
Yeah, D.A. Lee, and they went out there with Rico. We really did. Dallas elected to go with, to my boy D.A. Lee point, we went with the doctrine that you can get any running back. Oh, we don't see now that certain running backs are special, that the any running back doctrine is absolutely dumb. You don't see that now? We don't. I don't think a lot of people still see it. They still kind of subconsciously under that doctrine that you can go get any running back.
No, don't get all these old running backs. It's better to go just get a running back in the 3rd round.
Technical analysis. Because so many people doing technical analysis, they throwing away the whole baby and the bathwater. Hold on.
So they saying stuff like, from a technical.
That's the wrong clip. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of the fundamentals. Because if you look at the fundamentals, I'm going to look at, see, because also, this is why I'm bringing this up and talking about stocks. This is the reason why I'm talking about this. It's because we've all heard this. I don't care where you from, you heard this. That the basic bottom line thinking in the stock market is to buy it low and sell it high. Meaning you trying to get it for a value.
I honestly think what's going on in the running back market, I believe is so depressed right now that you actually have some opportunities if you're willing to think outside the technical nerd analysts. Honestly think what's going on in the running back market, I believe is so depressed right now that you actually have some opportunities if you're willing to think outside the technical nerd analysts. What's going on in the running back market, I believe is so depressed right now that you actually have some opportunities if you're willing to think outside the technical nerd analysts. That should frustrate you because just me listening to it frustrates me. It frustrates me. It frustrates the hell out of me because I just saw the team I hate win a Super Bowl with my idea. And that's why I started the show with, I know why I do what I do. I do what I do because I want to win. The reason why I was pushing one tech when it wasn't popular, I want to win. It wasn't about trying to grow subs because I know the formula if I want to grow. You want me to tell you the formula? If you want to get into space, I'm going to give you the whole formula to grow. You ready? If you want to grow, the first thing you need to do is oversell every person that comes in. If you oversell, this Cowboy fan base is going to love you and subscribe to you. You go get 20,000 or 30,000 subs within 2 years easily. Literally, that's all you got to do. So if we get Sanborn, say he's Luke Kuechly. Okay? If we get Blue, say he's Dorsett. And fans gonna be like, woo, woo, support. Then, every time something happen, talk about it. Every time. If we pick up a player, talk about it. If anything happen, talk about it. Because what's happening is people searching for this new acquisition, and then you go up to the top. Also, invest. Throw some money at it. If you put some marketing dollars at it, it's gonna grow. But the main things that make you grow is aggressive, almost obnoxious positivity. But if you're trying to win, you have to say, I can't grow like that. I just can't. I see the strategy. I see what y'all doing. It works. I ain't just say, hey man, we ain't gonna miss Micah. Shit, we got Donovan as a Raku. Thousands of people go pile in and be, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, fuck Micah. Now the people that'll be like, bro, he's not, and he won't ever be Micah. He gonna likely be a good player. He ain't gonna be Micah, bro. Oh, shut up! Oh, I don't like your channel. Well, shit, you know. I gotta tell you the truth. I can't lie to you if I'm trying to win, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta let them people do that. But that's the formula, bro. Yeah. If you doing content to make people feel good, you go grow leaps and bounds. Because to be honest, I learned from doing content that a lot of people in our fan base are Mario Winans, bro. They are this guy. I don't wanna know if you plan me, keep it on the low. Jerry, if you plan me, I don't even wanna know. If Pickens was loafing, I don't wanna know. Don't even show me the content on that. I don't wanna hear it. I don't even wanna hear it. I don't wanna know. So I've made my mind up though. I've already made my mind up that I'd rather have slow growth with quality executives than fast growth as a liar and sabotaging my team. I ain't gonna put out stuff like Blue is getting ready to be Gibbs. I'm not gonna ever put out there stuff like Sam Bourne is gonna be Luke Kuechly. I'm never gonna do that, bro. Because how can you improve when you pandering? How can you challenge this team to make the right decisions when you pandering? Jerry is literally out here saying that he traded Micah because he believed those picks is going to be able to help us. Well, instead of pandering to him, why don't you challenge him and say, okay, show me. You have plenty of opportunities to help Dak with those picks. So I'm not gonna call you genius and do shows on how they move and different. I ain't doing none of that. I'm saying show me. You said you got the picks. You said y'all would be willing. Don't rule out doing something now.
We do now have 2 1s in each draft over the next 2 years, and nothing says we can't use one of those to improve the team this year, which we wouldn't rule out this year.
Yeah. Bling bling. Well, show me where the bling. See, we got the shoes now. We did a whole lot of pressure to get y'all to bring in that one tech. You got some shoes. But we need that bling. See, when you get that bling bling, see, we got the shoes. We got the shoes. Clark is some high quality shoes. Yeah. Yeah. Is it the shoes?
Is it the shoes?
Yeah. You probably ain't gonna never hear that button again. But we need that bling now, brother.
I be that nigga with the ice on me. If it costs less than 20, it don't look right on me.
And I'm gonna be honest, man, we need to stop all this passive stuff we be doing, man. We so passive. We passive, all this. Man, boss, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's see what Blue can do. Let's see what these young guys can do. We don't need a Terrell Davis, even though we saw Elway couldn't get over the hump. We don't need all of that, boss. We just need the young guys. Boss, we don't need Saquon. Come on, boss. We don't need all of that. Even though we saw him lead Philly all the way to another ring. Boss, we don't need that. Boss, come on. Boss. We need to stop that, bro. And what be crazy is a lot of Cowboy fans literally fight the people that's just putting out ideas. It's like it upset y'all. I be tripping. I be like, why is it pissing you off because I said Bijan? It's a pipe dream. Shit, Micah to Green Bay is a pipe dream. If I would have said 2 months ago, you know what, Green Bay could get Micah, everybody would say, it'll never happen. Jerry's gonna pay him. Jerry's gonna pay him. He's gonna pay him, man. That's what everybody would have said. Me too. But it happened. So, yeah, man, we got a hump move. What we gonna do about it? We literally can get over the hump. I really feel like we about one player away. I would say an edge rusher too, because I looked at them edge rushers. It wasn't really impressive. I'm going to still reserve my judgment until I see them not going against the absolute best tackles in the game. But this is the campaign, y'all. This is the bling bling campaign right here. This is it. For people who want to get down with it. Because like I say, man, it's a lot of people going to be talking about the Giants and how to win and matchups. It's a whole lot of content out there right now. And that's fine. I ain't judging that. It's a whole lot of content out there on who played well, and you know, because that's what, I'm being honest, that's what the fans want. It's a lot of content on that. It's not gonna be a lot of content on this is how to get better. This player was loafing. We got to fix that. We got to make sure, because the campaign I'm on also with trade for RB1, I'm also on spam Pickens, because I see a crash coming. I see a crash coming. I had a whole lot of Cowboy fans angry at me for what I said about Pickens and his effort. They was mad. But I was like, I know what I saw. Now, why did we see it? Because I'm not going to lie about what I saw. The effort was poor for most of it. And it wasn't aligned with what your head coach say he want. Because I know some people will say, most receivers are not physical blockers. I tell you what, if my head coach is saying that the way you know the team is physical by the receivers and the smaller receivers, and if he's saying it all the time, then that team should be that team where the weapons are actually physical, because it's been preached. Now, if the head coach ain't preaching it, if the head coach like, bro, we don't really need y'all to do nothing, bro. Yeah, do what most receivers do. Well, then do what most receivers do. But this team is preaching a whole different doctrine, y'all. This team is preaching that you know we physical by the smaller guys. So I'm going to get my head coach's back, and I'm going to push his vision, because I know what he wants. That's the same reason I was pushing for Booker. That's the exact same reason I was pushing for Booker. Because our head coach was clear and said games are won and lost in his trenches. If my head coach would have been Mike McCarthy, I would have been pushing for wide receiver too, because I know he pass happy. I would have been like, well, shit, we need to make sure he get a weapon, because his ass, he like to throw it, bro. It would have been the whole opposite. You'd have been like, damn, you team weapons? I'm like, yeah, my head coach. We know he a liar when he say he want to run the ball. So if he go pass it, you might as well give him all the weapons he had at Green Bay. Because at Green Bay, what did they say? What did Jamarcus Finley say when he came on the final word with me and Law and Big and the OC? He said we had 6 number ones. He said we had 6 number 1 weapons. So, that's how you won your Super Bowl? Well, shit, give him some weapons. I know a lot of run the ball people hate what I'm saying right now, because they feel like it's only one way to win a Super Bowl. Now, I've seen too many different types of teams win Super Bowls. So I would have been that way. So I got 2 campaigns I'm on right now. Spam Pickens and trade for RB1. And I need more people on it. I'm being very transparent. It's not enough of us. It's too many people that's tweeting and they are not adding the hashtag. They're not adding their name to the voice. They're not. Until you hashtag, see, I don't care about people that'll say, my boy say, hold on, man, my dog, hold on, bro. It's some dudes when they walk in, bro. My dog. My boy JP in the house. I played with him at U of H. That's my brother. That's my dog. What's up, boy? Boy say Sly B. One of the realest dudes in the whole world. Real talk. And we was competitors. Listen, it's crazy when a dude was competing for your job and you still love him. And you like, that's my bro. Like my bro. Real talk. JP, man, I got you too, bro. Because me and him used to do this too. We used to compete on them waves. JP, it's over. I know back in the day, you felt like you had the edge. I just took the whole thing, bro. Game over, bro. I'm just letting you know, homeboy. But nah, we need to get behind this, bro. I'm not one of them dudes that like to talk, bro. Hold on real quick. JP, I'm gonna call you, bro. We gonna talk some ball. If it's not tomorrow, we gonna talk some ball, bro. My boy JP say Diggs back playing in phase. He gotta follow the number one now. Hey, and let me say something about my boy JP. My dog was a dog, man. Hey, JP. So you my witness, my boy Jason Park. So I did a whole film breakdown, Jason. I did a whole film breakdown showing how what Pickens was doing was unacceptable. Can you please just tell the chat how big of a dog Jarian James was when it came down to blocking? And he was doing it at practice. And I told everybody that we literally was watching him. And I remember coaches saying and us saying, we can't let a receiver be more physical than us. Meaning the mentality of the receiver and the physicality that we were seeing from a receiver literally transferred to the defense. But some of y'all go give him a pass. Some of y'all go be like, oh, that's okay that he basically went up to that corner and he didn't even try to get a hand on him. Oh, that's what receivers do. I'm gonna just ask you a question. What kind of team do you want? Do you want a physical team or a finesse team? What you want? What did your head coach say that he want? All right. So, man, hold on real quick. I want the physical team. And if I got to get on receivers' ass to get that out of my team, I'm going to do it. But see, I'm going to play this a couple of times because a lot of y'all don't believe. So I got to play this over and over because I'm going to be honest. We don't have enough troops. We don't have enough soldiers. We need more soldiers willing to put their voice out there.
They're not on social media. I'm like, yeah, I bet you at least check it and things like that. Now, I will say, so Jerry, Steven, and some other people in the front office, they do get a printout. I don't know if it's daily, but every couple days of, Twitter things that, are being written and people are saying. But
so what I don't understand is how we can literally have knowledge that they getting a report on what we're saying, but yet we don't organize to say what we want. I just don't get that. I don't get it. I really don't get me showing you evidence that they get a report about what we're saying, which is obviously meaning they care about the customer. They care about the Dallas Cowboy fan. They care about the end user. So this man literally gets a report every day or every other day about what we're talking about. But when we talk about running backs, we don't hashtag. We want Pickens to get targets, but we don't even hashtag that idea. We know we want Pickens to get spam, but we don't do shit. So like, What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? So, I'm gonna say one more thing, man. Then I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate the work that my brother is doing. I want to highlight some stuff and have another conversation just real quick. But we really need to get behind this Terrell Davis plan. The bling bling plan. We got our shoes, man. But if it don't cost $20,000, it don't really look right on me, bro. Real talk.
I be that nigga with the ice on me. If it costs less than 20, it don't look right on me.
If I ain't got that bling around my neck, my outfit kind of naked. You know what I'm saying?
Pull take that chain off, boy, you blinding me. All day my phone ringing. Bling, bling, bling. You can see my earrings from a mile. Bling.
I'm going to be pushing this all the way up into the trade deadline. I'm going to be at least doing at least one show or one video. I always try to find a way to bring up the fact that we need to be aggressive. I'm not going to be that week-to-week content creator. This is the matchup. This is the Giants, and this is their best player, and this is their defense, and this is their coach. I'm not finna be a glorified ass scouting report that has no influence on wins. No, my ideas have actual influence on wins and actual influence on championships. And I'm going to say this about running back. As I'm trying to help Dak, and I'm thinking about my Terrell Davis plan, trying to get that next level running game going. I'm talking about next level running game, next level. I'm talking about dangerous. Trying to support your quarterback, trying to take your quarterback to the next level. I'm talking about pure danger. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That's why I always go black, because I do my own research and I don't follow the crowd. This running back draft class is not as good as the free agents. When I look at it fundamentally and I look at the details, not the trends, the details, when I go look at the quality, when I go break down the opportunities and I look at the film and I look at the level of competition and I look at the work ethic, and it's some opportunities out here. Bastard opportunities. And Philly took it. The bastard opportunity. The one that I said was the best one. I need somebody that can go from 0 to 100 like that. That doesn't need a bunch of attempts to be dangerous. Just meaning when you put the ball in their hand, they're electric enough to make you pay. Well, with that one, that would be Saquon. But see, he not first because of his injury history to me. I can't make him. Now, he the most electric out of all of them. Don't you get stupid.
Bruh.
Don't you get dumb.
You want answers?
Oh, he's still the most electric out of every one of them.
You can't handle the truth.
Don't you play with me. Now, you talking about Dak being able to swing it out to a dude who can make somebody miss and still take it 60 yards? Who got the work ethic? Broke all kind of Penn State records on power cleaning and bench press and ran a 4.3. Man, Saquon can lose 2 steps and he'll still run a 4.5. So don't you play with me. Yeah. And that dude right now, that's Saquon-ish, it's Taylor. I'm telling you the truth, bro. I wasn't lying then. I'm not lying now. The dude that's Saquon-ish right now is Taylor. I know this because he was my top sleeper back when he was coming out. And I did a literal side-by-side of him and Saquon. They both played in the same Big 12 conference. And in 3 years, Taylor literally had 16 more touchdowns and 1,700 more yards. But just like Saquon, sometimes you just own a trash-ass franchise and you just need to be freed. So if I wasn't lying then, I'm not lying now. That's what I want to tell y'all. If I wasn't lying then, I'm not lying now. It is still trade for RB1. We are truly likely a player away from truly being real contenders. Why do you think Philly is still being aggressive even though they won the game? Because they know they shouldn't have won the game. They know they should have lost the game. So they actually still being aggressive because they're smart. They saw them 4 drops. They knew we had them on the ropes. They know we still not at our best. They know it. They know they went against a team that just lost Micah. Morale all over the place. They know we missing Overshawn. Philly scared as hell. Man, I went in, I was listening to their content creators, boy. Yeah, they talk big when they in front of us. Man, go listen to them when they in their spaces. Man, I ain't like that game. We ain't play good in the second half. We could have lost that game. So, we basically, honestly, should have beat the dog shit out of Philly, to be honest. If Eberflus would have dialed up that blitz early and got Hurts off his dime and was able to contain him, because Hurts beat us with his legs. If we would have been able to contain Hurts' legs early and we just do basic stuff like catch the ball, we would have beat the Super Bowl champs in their house as they would. So, with a team like that, bruh, you get aggressive, Dallas. You go do what you did when San Fran whooped your ass. When you went out there and you got Dion and you paid the price for it. You were like, man, we go pay what we need to pay. You can call it an overpay if you want to. But we doing what we got to do to win it all. Making the playoffs ain't good enough, man. Suckery. And I'm going to tell all the fans, man, stop being soft. Stop all these old soft-ass ideas. Boss, come on, man, let's give Blue a chance, boss. I want to see, is that cap-wise? Is that, pick responsible? Bro, are you literally protecting a 6th rounder? The fuck? Bro, what the... I don't have to wait to know that Taylor is better. The fuck we be talking about, man? Soft ass generation, man. Shit soft as fuck, man. LeBron James ass people, man. So I'm gonna play this, man, give my thoughts on this, and I'm gonna get up out of here. But I wanna plug my brother because he's just doing some great work. I want to talk about it.
Cowboy fans, we've got to talk about Donovan Ezaraku because right now he's getting way too many snaps. We've now have a collection of evidence from the preseason and in the first game, and we can come to a solid conclusion that he's.
Let me stop there because here we go. Whenever we start talking about ways to improve, you get these, people, man, y'all panicking. It's just the first game. Can we please listen to what he just said? He said we have a collection of games to judge now. So 4.
Because right now he's getting way too many snaps. We've now have a collection of evidence from the preseason and in the first game.
So first thing out his mouth is we now have a collection. So Lou basically did just like the feds. When the feds is trying to get you, they not going to just get a little bit of evidence. They go let it build. They go let that RICO case build. They go try to get overwhelming evidence before they come after you. Okay? So he was sitting on this for a while. He was sitting back watching for a while. He let 4 games accrue before he said, all right, it's time to say it and say it loud. It is truly time for James Houston to get way more reps and to ramp down the second round. It's based on observation, film, and competition. Because that's what Shotty said he's supposed to be for, right? That's what he was saying. We compete every day, right? So we saw 4 games now where we can truly put them boys side by side. You can go look at the game on James. I did it. And when I did it openly yesterday, James was more impactful than Donovan Ezaraku.
Cowboy fans, we've got to talk about Donovan Ezaraku because right now he's getting way too many snaps. We've now have a collection of evidence from the preseason and in the first game, and we can come to a solid conclusion that he's just not ready. He does not possess the strength. His moves have not just translated from college. He's just now realizing that this is definitely the pros. He's going to step up his game a whole lot, but that's going to have to take some time because in reality, he's just a rookie. He's still growing in his strength, he's still growing in his technique, but in reality we may be stunting his growth. And with the recent turn of the events and everyone trying to crown him and hand the torch to him from who of the pass rushing department, I think this task may be.
He ain't lying because we is way too fast trying to pass that torch. This goes to that, and I always said this. I feel you, Wes. Everybody say talking about the feds. They try to build a case on you, but they ain't gonna come in on your first little crime. They gonna make sure they got you. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's that. I always say the off season is the time of illogical optimism. That's the time where I'm gonna be all the way honest. That is the time where panderers flourish. That's where the panderers flourish. See, the off season is the time where you can make these wild ass accusations. You can say Sam Bourne is Luke Kuechly. And honestly, our content creators should be punished for that. Hey, Wes, I'll call you. I'll call you, bro. But our content creators should be punished for that. If somebody is saying shit that's just wild, that plays out consistently, the total opposite of that pandering ass content. When you out here, and some people, I know they know better, bro. It's like, bro, you do too much film to actually, with a straight face, compare Sanborn to Luke Kuechly and Sean Lee. Some of y'all know way too much to put Blue in the same sentence of Kamara. But you do it. And so in the off season, yes, it was people, and it's a lot of people. We don't need Micah. We got Donovan Ezeraku. That type of shit'll make me unfollow you. You be like, bro, you out here selling that hope dope like that? You messing up the community, brother. Hope drugs messes up the community because these people that need this dope to feel good, this hope dope that y'all be selling, now they not willing to fight Jerry and them because y'all made them feel like we already got enough. And so, yeah, he right. He didn't even name Micah. He was like, man, people. And guess what? Next offseason, they gonna go right back to selling that hope dope because it's what make them grow. And it works. I told you, if you want to be a successful content creator and just grow like crazy, be stupidly optimistic. Go to the dumbest level of optimism and you're going to have a whole lot of people follow you. Make the wildest comps. Just go crazy. Just go crazy. If we draft a center, put out some content, I promise you, and say, man, you know what I see in him, man? You know what I see? I see Fredericks. I think this guard that we just got in the 5th round, I think he's Zach Martin. Man, you know what I see in Jay? I see Aaron Donald. Say it. And guess what? It's going to be thousands of people that's going to repeat your lie. That's why Sanborn ain't getting attacked right now, because so many people believe it's still constant. Even though you see he is nowhere even close to no damn Sean Lee, and he ain't even close to no Luke Kuechly. I'm insulted that was even said. But let me go back to what my brother was cooking.
Neat, but in reality we may be stunting his growth. And with the recent turn of the events and everyone trying to crown him and hand the torch to him from you know who of the pass rushing department, I think this task may be too tall for this rookie. And in order for him to truly sprout and grow to what we can think he can be, it's time we give other guys a shot. I believe guys like Marshawn Neal, guys like Sam Williams, guys like James Houston are more than capable and more than ready to take the load off him and actually start above him. Giving him a heavy workload like this too soon is a mistake, and it will stunt his growth.
So people like that's telling the truth and saying what's best for the team, when he doing that, don't be this guy. Wes, this is why I'm finna call you. Because me and Wes was talking one day. He say, man, this dude right here set black men back about 20 years. What kind of, I don't want to know if you playing me. What kind of man? And they play that South song over and over and over and then it get in your subconscious, and then you start saying to yourself, if she playing me, I guess I really don't want to know. I just want to be happy because she make me feel good. She make me feel good, so I really don't want to know. I just want to pretend that she ain't come in and smelling like cologne and that thing feeling like a chasm. I can't feel the bottom like I used to. But I don't want to know. Let me call Wes. Let me call Wes, man.
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up with you, man?
Man.
the evolution of Boss Cowboy, man. You be having me rolling, man.
Hey, you too, bro. I told you, man, when I called you, bro, I really enjoyed doing that watch party. I had a ball with you, boy.
Shoot, I appreciate the opportunity, man. You know, I'm not gonna lie, boss. Like, I'm just speaking like freely, man. Like at first, because one thing about Boss is out of all the content creators, Boss is him and Jay Tucker are the most business minded. You know what I'm saying? And so Boss is always gonna do what's right for business. So at first I was like, man, am I gonna be able to like still be, you know, excited and because Boss has some very strict things that we had to take care of. We were very structured. You know what I'm saying? And man, that game started. All that went right out the window. We was all fans.
Man, I loved it. We was fans with structure. Like,
it was fire though, man. It was fire, man.
I can't take that part. Like, nah. And that's what I loved about doing it with you, bro, is just that watch party and your energy is like mine. We lose it. You know what I mean? So I like it where people just like let it go for the game, and you were letting it go. I enjoyed it. What's on your mind, bro?
Facts. This is my thing. Like, I think the Cowboys, their thing right now, I think, is replacing 14 sacks, because I don't think they're really thinking about the whole impact of Micah Parsons. Like, they're not thinking about like how Dorrance Armstrong had breakout seasons because of him and got paid. Why? Because he was on cleanup duty. Because a lot of times when, you know, Parsons was getting held, my boy Dorrance Armstrong was getting sacks. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that I said that the Cowboys should have traded or paid. You know what I'm saying? Because he was extremely cheap and he was a 4th round pick that you actually developed. Like, Dorrance Armstrong, I know about people, this is going to be y'all say I always be saying crazy stuff, so why not say this? Dorrance Armstrong, if you're looking from a developmental stage, is really a bigger notch on the Cowboys belt than Micah Parsons, because you guys didn't do anything for Micah Parsons, bro. You rented his service. Micah Parsons did the exact same thing he did at Penn State at the Dallas Cowboys. Nothing less, nothing more, the exact same thing. Yeah. You knew exactly what you got. You paid exactly for it, and you got it. You know what I'm saying? A guy like Dorrance, a guy in the 4th round, you weren't paying for that. He still was giving it to you. So, I mean, I don't think the Cowboys really take in consideration the whole totality of what he did for the defense. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. The Cowboys can consistently stop the run, because we got to remember, every team don't got Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these teams that got bums like the rest of the world, or even got, you know, just regular running backs like the rest of the world, I think it's going to be a lot even. It's going to be a lot even, and you're going to see our defense play even better. Now, the thing that sucks is those teams are typically not in the playoffs. So you're basically in the same situation that you were in before, where you're going to win, you know, this team win 13, 14 games, but it's like, can you actually beat the teams that get you to the next level? Because the teams that get you to the next level are not going to care about how many passes their quarterback have. They're all about winning. That's it. And we're like the only team that actually cares about those things while still trying to win. Like, I promise you, there was not one Philadelphia Eagles fan saying anything about Jalen Hurts and his rushing touchdowns. Nobody was saying anything. He only had 9 attempts going into the second quarter. It was ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure no Eagles fan said that. I'm pretty sure they had no quorum, no fights, no nothing. Let Dak do that in the win. He's going to get picked apart. So it's like, you know, part of another conversation that we as Cowboy fans is, are we prepared to win like the Eagles win? Where it's like, yeah, your $60 million quarterback didn't win you the game. Yeah, but why should he have to, bruh? Like, Patrick Mahomes didn't win them a game on Sunday either. It don't look like quarterbacks are winning their team's games. Lamar Jackson couldn't win his team a game. I mean, he put up 40 points. Well, guess what? His defense gave up 41. So it's like, bro, can we get 1 year? And I know I kind of bounced all over there, but Boss did ask me what was on my mind, so that means I get to just ramble for a minute. Can we get 1 year, bro, where Dak can just be a quarterback, man? Just be a quarterback. Just let him be like everybody else. He don't gotta win us 17 games. He ain't even gotta win us 15 games. Dak, just put us in position like you did this past week. That's it. If Dak can do that, man, we should be extremely grateful with Flores our quarterback, man. Extremely grateful. That's my whole ramble.
Man, I appreciate it, man, and let's rock out there on this watch part again, and appreciate your input as always, big dog.
Absolutely. Hey, give me your thoughts on that Dak and the expect, about, how fans, look at him and judge him, man, because if we would have won this game, Boss, and Dak would have had Jalen Hurts score his stats, bro, they still would have burned him up.
Yeah, we know what it is, I mean, it's, Dak is going to always be scrutinized, and that's part of it. It's like our Cowboy fan, like right now, we go find the bad guy. I'm going to just put it like that. It's going to always be a bad guy in Dallas, even when it ain't one. So, like, for instance, it's becoming a new bad guy now because we trying to get rid of Mozzie. We just toxic, bro. And I figured out how it happens. The media knows what really moves is controversy, right? So even if it's no controversy, they're going to create it, right? They're going to create it because that's what causes us to pay attention when we think it's the boogeyman, So what they do is they'll come out there and they'll talk about Dak interceptions, right, when he had the interceptions. Or if Diggs did great, they'll say he gave up a lot of yards, or they'll just make it up and say Mozzie is a problem, even though I showed week 17 when he played against Philly and it was church mouse quiet in the chat because it wasn't even one bad play in that motherfucker. So, we go find bad guys and then that go be the bad guy, once he make an interception or he does something where he's imperfect like other quarterbacks do every game. So we know what it is on there, bro.
But this is my last comment. Cowboy Nation, I will salute you because I would say about 80% of you guys rode with your quarterback this weekend, and I was low-key proud of y'all. I saw it. It was the best. The best I've ever seen. The best that I've ever seen. Yeah. Y'all defend your quarterback and y'all stand up for your quarterback. The only problem is you completely shat on 88. Like he's 87 now. He wears 87 now.
That's what we do.
I saw like you literally traded one for the other.
That's what we do. Well, appreciate it, Wes, man.
Appreciate you, man. Love you, man. You already know what it is. Never look down for the stars up. Peace.
All right. That's Wes. West Coast. And I wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for Wes, man. So some people know that, some people don't. But I was putting my thoughts in Facebook groups, kind of doing what I do now on a much lower level, just fighting to influence. And then while I'm kind of talking about this, man, make sure I hit that like, y'all. Hit that like, man. Them likes is real bad. It's way too many people in here, and too many people done passed through the church to not even touch the offering plate. Anybody that been in church, you know what they tell you: if you ain't got no money, just touch the offering and pray. Y'all not even touching the offering if you don't hit that like, because we ain't asking for no money. Like my boy, like my boy say, it would not charge a card. My boy landlord, you not gonna get your card charged because you just like the content, right? So, anyway, man, this your boy Boss. We got a fire show likely coming tomorrow where we're going to be grading the running backs. We're going to have, in my opinion, some of the best in the building, man, doing it with Okoye, with Elk, with the big time. I love the fact that they played linebacker, man, so it should be very insightful. It's going to likely be full of assignments and discussions and triangle, reading through the guard and different things that's going to kind of highlight the true responsibilities of the linebacker so that we have the right perspective when a play breaks down. So I'm excited about that, to do a joint film, and it's going to be like 5 of us, bro. That's crazy. I've never done that, so I don't know if it's going to be great or it's going to be crazy, bro. But anyway, I'm excited to have those type of minds. Then you're going to have Lou in the house too. Then I'm supposed to be doing a show tomorrow with Star, so y'all gonna likely get 2 shows. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe so that y'all can keep getting this type of content. But most of all, man, let's stay aggressive, man. Let's stay aggressive because we are truly looking for a few good men and women. That's what we're looking for. We looking for, because I already know too many of us listen to this type of content and you do nothing. But I need some people that really believe that their voice matters, that's willing to actually tweet and push our idea to the inbox of Jerry and Steven. They already said that they get a report of what we're talking about and what's trending. The easiest way to make anything trend is to all say the same thing together. And then that pushes our voice together on what we want to see from him. So let's just keep working, man. It's supposed to be way more of us doing it. It's not enough. So I want more. And I take the soldiers that's willing to fight. If it's only a few of us that's willing to fight, well, we go defend the Alamo with what we got.